am now talking into the front of the Sennheiser MKH416 shotgun microphone. This is a very bright sounding microphone. It does have a lot of high end. It's got nice low end. We're probably about 4 inches off of the microphone, maybe 5 inches away. And this is how it sounds recording in a semi-treated room. So let's go ahead and move on to the next microphone. Hey, what's up everyone? How you guys doing today? Thank you for coming out. Hope you guys are all doing amazing. Awesome to see ya. So we got a War Robots question and answer live stream. Let me get the thing on here. So let me hit the be right back screen, and there we go. We got some War Robots. We got the War Robots going right about now. So how's everyone doing today? Thank you for coming out. If you got some questions, feel free to ask. We're here to answer your questions today, so yeah. I see we got Mech, we got Prince, we got Thomas, we got Roby. We got that crazy Nightbot. He's always in here causing trouble. We got, who else we got? We got Turkey Sandwich. We got Other Pillar Z. He says, Ares or Leech? Man, that is a very hard choice. Here's the thing about something like Ares and Leech, okay? So Ares is a really cool robot and Leech is a really cool robot. They're both very squishy. They both rely on their ability. Now, if there's a meta where everybody's running shields and there's a lot of people running shield breaker, that really messes up your Ares. If there's not a lot of current shield breaker all over the battlefield, that makes Ares a really, really good robot. So generally, I would say Ares is the better robot for most people, but if there's a current shield breaker meta, then the Ares may not be as good because it relies on that shield, and if people are shooting through it, the Ares dies really, really fast. So the Leech is kind of hard to play. It's not very durable unless it's in the ability, but it's actually really good. They're both excellent, so I think it depends on what players are currently using on which one's better. So that one's kind of a toss-up there between the two. Sometimes the Leech may be better, and sometimes the Ares may be better. But I think most people would have more fun playing the Ares, honestly. Alright, Turkey says, I don't know about you, but I can't afford to drop $100 on every month to keep my record up. What do you mean by keep your record up? You don't really need to drop $100 a month to play the game. I mean, you can build a really awesome old school tank hanger for free. It'd probably take you a couple months. Drop a few bucks on gold every once in a while, maybe a couple bucks on memoriam to upgrade your pilots, but I mean, you can easily build an old school hanger that's actually really good. I mean, sure, it's not going to be as good as the meta, so if you're trying to play in like a top clan or something, then yes, you're going to have a hard time. But if you're just playing solo or duo, running around by yourself, you can pretty much play all kinds of old stuff. But if you want to be in like the top of the top, then yes, the game can be very expensive. But, you don't have to have the new stuff. You don't have to have the latest and greatest unless you're trying to be up in the top competitive clans there. That's how I look at it. I mean, a new player can come into this game and over, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 months, depending on how much they play, they can build a really awesome old school hanger that's really fun and does well. EOS, how are you doing today? He says, what's your opinion on the Indra energy shotgun build? So Indra's great. Energy shotguns, I'm not really sure which ones you're referring to by energy shotguns. I think you're probably talking about Maha and Maha Vajra, correct? Just to be sure, Maha and Maha Vajra are great overall weapons. Of course, the closer you get, the more damage they do. But I would run that any day of the week. Like, if I didn't have anything but that, I would be very, very happy playing the Indra with the Maha and Maha Vajras on it. I think that is a great setup. It does well. It's fun to play. At point blank, those things do massive damage. So yeah, very good setup in my opinion. So you don't hear my voice echoing back into the microphone, do you? If so, let me know. I don't have my headphones on today, so I got the stream playing lightly in the background. I just like to make sure I can hear it, so if it cuts off or something, then I know there's a problem. I think I have OCD. I think I'm a little OCD on that stuff, but anyways. Any concerns on the new Pathfinder robot? So Mech, every time I play that robot on the test server, it gets its butt kicked fast. Everybody kicks the crap out of it on the test server, so I did not enjoy playing it one bit on the test server. I thought it was terrible. But we don't know what it's going to be like when it goes live. Just like anything, the test server is there for testing. They're going to test it out. They're going to get our opinions on it. They're going to get a bunch of data on it, and then they're going to decide this is what we want to do with it. Bam, it's live, and it may be very different than we see on the test server. So of course, it's too early to tell, I would say. Alright, so TY, how's it going? How much money do you think you have spent in your war on my personal account? Do I think Seraph needs a buff? I think Seraph could definitely use a buff. But how much have I spent on my personal account? Well, when I first started this game, I spent around $50, and I think I got a Lancelot and a Galahad, and I don't remember spending another dime for probably several years. So $50 got me a really good start on the game. I got a couple of good robots and good weapons and whatever back in the day. And then I just played the game for the next, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years without spending a dime. So far this year, I've probably spent about... How much have I spent this year? Probably about $12. I can't remember what I bought. I just recently bought something. I think I bought 2 packages of something that were like $6 each. So I spent about $12. Last year, I didn't spend very much at all. I think the year before that, I spent about $200. So not a lot. I don't spend a lot of money on this game. Now, I am part of the YouTube Creators Program, so I do get some perks, but I haven't always been. And I never had a problem playing the game and having fun with it, even when I was just playing my Fenrir and my Invader and, like, you know, the old stuff. I had a lot of fun with that. So I never used to get the new stuff back in the day until I became part of the Creators Program, but I don't think you need to spend a lot unless you're chasing the brand new stuff. You can spend a little bit. If you buy the right things, it goes a long way. I mean, I could probably dump $100 into this game and not have to spend another dime for a year. I could probably build a really nice hangar for around $100, maybe $200, and I could probably play that hangar for a year or two before having to spend any more money, honestly. It wouldn't be the newest stuff. It would, you know, it would be like a lot of older stuff, but some of that old stuff is really good. But I do think they should buff the Seraph. The best tank. Alright, so this is kind of weird because Curry's not really a tank, but Curry kind of is a tank. When Curry goes into his ability, he gets a huge health buff. And I think that's probably the toughest robot on the battlefield right now. So I'm going to say Curry is one of the most fun robots to play. And I would say it's definitely a tank. That thing's a beast. But besides that, if you're looking for a tanky robot that's a little bit older, if you can get the Fenrir with the Lezel or the Bernadette Wolf pilot and you build it right, that thing is a tank. That's one of the best tanks in the game, and it's one of the older robots. So Curry or Fenrir would be my top 2 choices. My third choice would be Invader, and my fourth choice would be the Revenant as far as tanky robots. Revenant's a lot harder to play. You really got to know what you're doing with the Revenant. So Roby, how you been doing, man? Awesome to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Hope all's been going well. I'm reading through the comments here. What light, medium, heavy weapons and robots should I invest in? Well, that's kind of a hard one to answer because I don't know how much money, when you say invest in, I mean, I assume you're talking about spending money, right? Or are you just talking about spending your resource? I don't know what you can get. I don't know what you have. That's the thing about this game. There's a lot of stuff that you can get if you spend money, and there's a lot of stuff that you can't get. So it's a little hard to answer. That's not really enough for me to go by. But you said you're planning on getting a Minos. So right now I'm going to tell you, I think the Minos is a great Titan if you like that type of run around and brawl play style. The Luchador is a great Titan. I kind of think that the Luchador is better than the Minos at the moment, but I think out of the 3 Titans you can currently get, I believe you can get the Minos, the Luchador, and the Indra. I think if you can get a Luchador, put some durability pilot skills on it, and throw some Titan repair amplifiers on it, the Luchador is probably the hardest to kill out of all of the robots when it comes to the Titans you can get, and it's easiest to play. Now, Minos takes more skill to play. It's more fun, but you got to be good with it. The Minos will die a lot easier, but if you time the abilities properly, if you know when to run in, when to run out, when to use the abilities correctly, the Minos can be extremely good with the right build and somebody who's mastered the playing style. Indra's another one that you kind of got to time the abilities right, but Luchador is just plain out really easy to play if you get a good build on it. If you don't have a good build on it, though, unfortunately, it will get demolished. But, I don't know. Indra's cool. I like the Indra a lot. Minos is a lot of fun. But I think the Minos is probably the hardest to play out of the ones that you can easily get right now. But as far as like light, medium, and heavy weapons, I mean, if you want something you can build in the workshop, right now I'm gonna say that the radiation weapons, like the Blight's Hazard, Decays, those are super good right now. You can get pulsars and magnetars. Those are awesome medium and light weapons. There's another set of weapons that's in there that I really, really like. I'm trying to remember which one it is. Oh yeah, the mace, cudgels, hammers. Those are super good too. So all three of those families of weapons right there are excellent, and you can build them in the workshop, and they're currently doing really, really well. And it almost looks like, don't quote me on this, but I've been playing the old school Slimers. Like the Banes, those old school DOT weapons. And those did get a nice buff. And they're actually feeling, yesterday and the day before I've been playing them. And I still need a few more days to play them, but they're feeling really good right now. Master of Titans, what's up my friend? How you doing? Thank you so much for being a channel member, bud. He's been a member for 5 months. That is awesome. But yeah, how you been doing? Awesome to see ya. Pending, what's up, bud? How's your day going? Alright, so Pending says, is self-fix a good alternative for TRA? No. Self-fix is, there might be a couple of Titans that you may benefit from putting one on it, but it heals you very slowly. Like if you had a couple of Titan repair amplifiers, maybe if you ran, like, let's just say you put three of those repair amplifiers or 2 of those repair amplifiers on a luchador and then added a self-fix unit to that, that might be okay, but just running like 1 or 2 or 3 self-fixes unfortunately won't be that great. I think the best Titan modules that you can currently get, I do need to make a Titan module guide that's going to be coming up very soon. But I think the best ones you can currently get right now for defense are 3 anti-control. Or 2 anti-controls. If you run 2 anti-controls, I don't think you can ever be locked down or suppressed or anything. So those are really, really good modules that you can actually buy with your platinum. So if you can't get Titan repair amplifiers, I would say get a couple of anti-controls. Roby, I'm doing good, buddy. Thank you. He says, another day in paradise. Alright, so Cremolas. Loki, how you doing today? Cremolas are weapons that I consider to be decent. They're fun to play, they have a long reload time, and they do nice damage, but I think for a lot of people, the reload time is going to be a problem because you got to sit there and reload forever. So I wouldn't say those were my first choice. Those are weapons that I might like to put on certain robots every once in a while and play it, but it's not something I would really want to keep in my hanger 24 hours a day. So I don't think those are going to be your best choice, honestly. I mean, I would much rather get some like Blights, like the radiation weapons, like the Blights and Hazards. I forget what the light one's called. There's like hundreds of weapons now, so it's hard to remember which ones are light, medium, and heavy. But that radiation family of weapons is really, really good. You can build those in the workshop. They're pretty good, actually. What's my opinion on the Riker? Very fun to play. Dies way too easy if you're trying to play it in Champion League. It's not a great robot because eventually you're going to outgrow it and you're going to get to the point where you're just like, nah, this just dies every time I drop it in. So that one's a little bit too old and too outdated. I mean, back in the day when it first came out, that was a decent robot, but as of right now, it's just kind of so-so, I would say. Alright, best modules for Lynx. Alright, so if I were going to run a Lynx, I mean, if you want the absolute best modules, there's currently 3 modules in the game that are excellent, right? You got your nuclear amplifier, which you can actually buy with resources from the game. So everybody should buy some nuclear amplifiers. That is the best damage module you can get. So pretty much every robot you have should have a nuclear amplifier on there if you can afford it. And after that, you got a choice of running an immune amp, a repair amp, 2 repair amps, or 2 immune amps. And there's really no wrong combination of that. That one's going to boil down to personal preference, but on the links, I think I would probably go with two immune amps and 1 nuke amp on the links. That would be really good. Modules for the Mirror-Mitts. Unfortunately, the Mirror-Mitts dies. The Mirror-Mitts no longer has stealth when it's landing, so on the way down, people almost always kill it really quickly. So I don't remember exactly what module slots the Mirror-Mitts holds, but I would definitely try to put as many of those repair amplifiers on that as I possibly could, because it's very hard to keep him alive. The damage on the ability is great, but it's really hard to keep the Mirror-Mitts alive in Champion League. So anything that gives that thing durability is going to be huge. I would probably try and put maybe one damage thing on it, and if possible 3 durabilities. I don't know if it can hold 2 repair amps or 3 repair amps, but I would try and put as many repair amplifiers on that as possible. But it's not really something that I can play at the moment. Like, it just dies for me, you know. I go up in the air, and on the way down, the first time it goes to land, somebody shoots it out of the air every time. So it's not great in Champion League. What's up, MD Admin? How you doing today? Andrew, what's up, buddy? Andrew said I should reward the live streamers by giving us away giveaway prizes. Sometimes we do giveaways on live streams, but there's not one going on today. Alright, so what is the best... Oh, I just answered that one. Never mind. Other says recommended hanger for free-to-play. I actually made a video about that recently. I did a full free-to-play hanger where I did free-to-play robots, free-to-play modules. I would go check that out because that hanger did awesome. You can see exactly how I built them and stuff like that. So I can't remember if that was a live stream or a video that I did that, but I think it was a video where I did a full free-to-play hanger. I would say go check that out. It'll give you a really good idea of what robots I used, how to set them up, what weapons I put on there. That was a great hanger. That was a really good hanger that performed awesome. But I could sit here and try and tell you my best from memory what I had everything. But if you go watch the video, it'll actually show you what I had. So you'll get a better experience by watching the video than me just telling you. Alright, same name says Diddy on the run after all the... I don't know what you're talking about there. Diddy on the run after all the messed up stuff he's been doing. Are you talking about P. Diddy? I don't know what you're talking about there, my friend. I'm guessing P. Diddy. I think he was in some trouble, huh? Puff Daddy or Diddy, whatever they call him now. I don't really follow celebrities too much. Alright. Make a shirt with P. Diddy's face on it. Oh, man. Alright, so Bergrino, hopefully I said that right, says, should I get a Skyros, Typhon, Jaeger, Invader, Scorpion, Wayland, and Ochikochi? Alright, so Skyros is a great beacon holder. Skyros is only really good for rolling onto a beacon and staying there. If you wanna play that type of game style and just try and protect your beacons with it, it's a very good beacon protector. It's very boring to play. If you come out of the ball, somebody's usually going to kill you almost instantly. But if you stay in the ball and just sit on a beacon, it's a great robot for that. Typhon is a very good robot. I think it's great if you're playing something like a long distance support with 500 or 600 meter weapons. Jaeger is one of those robots where every time you drop it, somebody sees it sitting back there and they're like, oh, there's a sniper. And some little fast robot or a teleporting robot will just run and smash right inside of your shield and instantly kill that thing. I think Jaeger is a terrible robot. Invader is quite good. Scorpion is quite good. Wayland's decent. Wayland is currently decent. I wouldn't call it a great robot. It's not something I would want to leave in my hangar, but I do enjoy dropping it in occasionally and playing it. And Ochikochi is still excellent. So that's my opinion on all those robots right there. I mean, the best one out of all of those is going to be the Ochikochi. Scorpion is an assassin robot. It's kind of a hit and run robot. So I would take the Ochikochi and the... Yeah, Ochikochi and the Typhon and the Scorpion would be my 3 favorites out of those. Joey says the toxic weapons are terrible. Have you played them recently? They seem pretty good, man. Now on the live streams, on the question and answers, this is old footage from, I don't know, a year ago or something. But I was playing those weapons yesterday to try them out. The last couple of days, they seem to be doing extremely well, actually. Same says build neither. Has Aether died? Alright, so Aether is... I was playing Aether recently, and I enjoyed it. I thought it did fine. If you have the right weapons on it, and you play it from a distance, I think it can do pretty good. The only problem is, somebody drops in with an Eiffel with those bending machine guns. There's a pretty good chance they're going to take out your Aether, so you got to play the Aether very carefully, but... it did well for me. I don't know. I would need to play it for several days to really know for sure. But it did well for me last time I played it. I had fun with it. I had one really good day of Aether playing and I enjoyed it. So it seems okay. Don't quote me on that. Like I said, I would probably need to have it in for a couple of days to know for sure. It might have just... Sometimes you just have like a good day, right? Sometimes you just have a good day. So I would need to make sure it wasn't just one of those. But... it seemed nice. I liked it. Joey says P. Diddy's been, wow, involved with some sex trafficking and other outrageous stuff. I've heard a lot of bad things about that guy, so I'm actually not surprised. I mean, if all that stuff is true, it sounds like he's a pretty terrible person. So I'm not surprised. So hopefully they get him. If all that's true, hopefully they get him because nobody needs that crap. You know what I mean? Terrible. Alright, so Muhammad, the big giveaway going on doesn't end until the 31st. So you guys got quite a few days left. Roby wants to know how much daddy would a Puff Daddy puff. That sounds a little strange, my friend. So Mech thinks the Jaeger is a decent robot. I highly disagree with you. I think it's actually one of the worst robots they've ever built, and almost everybody I know who's ever played one says the same thing, but I don't know, Mech seems to like it. Mech seems to like that thing, but I say it's hot trash. So we're going to have to just disagree on that one, because I think that's one of the worst robots they've ever made. That's like on Cossack level. It's like Cossack with a shield. As soon as the shield goes down, you're dead. That's how I look at it. Same says focusing on building weapons to Mark III and building only 2 to 3 bots at a time. Well, you definitely want your weapons to be a couple levels higher than your robots, but you also need to make sure your robots are leveled up, right? I mean, if you got like level 5 Mark I robots and Mark III weapons, and you go into a game on Champion League, you know, you're going to be out of the game in like 2 seconds because your robots aren't going to have any durability. So you need to have the durability and the damage. You want to level everything up kind of evenly. But general thumbnail, word of thumb, whatever. How do you say that? I forget the expression now. General way you should do it. We'll call it that. The general way you should do it. Rule of thumb, that's it. Rule of thumb, okay. The general rule of thumb is keep the weapons at probably about 2 levels above the robot. What's up, Grady White? How you doing, my friend? TW, how you doing? Alright, Loki Lover says, are the Sonic Titan weapons good for my Newton? Nah. Those are overall good weapons, but I don't think I would really want to play a Newton. Newton got... See, what they did to the Newton recently and the weapons... Newton would be pretty hard to play at a closer range, I think. It would die really fast. I guess I would have to try that to know for sure. The only thing I've ever played the Newton with was the Tonins and Fulgurs, and it really relied on that high damage from 800 meters. Now it doesn't really have that anymore. Most people have stopped playing it and taken that out of their hanger, but I don't really know what would be your best choice on the Newton at the moment. I mean, those weapons are good on pretty much anything. The problem is, are you going to be able to keep the Newton alive if you're playing it at a closer range? I think you're going to have a hard time keeping the Newton alive at 3 or 4 or even 500 meters. But I would probably be more worried about changing out the Titan than the weapons at that point, I would say. I would go put a Luchador back in or something if you have one. I don't know if you have any other Titans, but unfortunately, I kind of feel like they nerfed the Newton to the point where they've kind of killed it off, where it's almost barely worth playing. I mean, if you've already got the weapons and they're already leveled up and that's your only Titan, by all means, give it a go, try it, but I don't think you're going to have a lot of luck with that setup at closer range. Huggerino says, I am currently playing War Robots with the My Games launcher on PC, but is there a way I can link my account to mobile if I ever wanted to? No. So each thing's separate. Like if you have an iOS, you're stuck on iOS. If you play on Android, you're stuck on Android. If you play on Steam, you're stuck on Steam. If you play on My Games, you're stuck on My Games. And if you play on Amazon, you are stuck on Amazon. So unfortunately, there's no way to log on to your account on a different platform. You would actually have to start a different account. So unfortunately, no, you can't do that. It would be nice. It would be amazing if they would let you do that, but unfortunately, you can't. Shadow, how you doing today? Shadow says, how do the level 5 extermination mode Pixonic nerf it and make it harder? I don't have everything Mark II mostly. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think extermination modes... Well, I don't know. Do they... I've never thought about this. I wonder if extermination mode is easier for people with lower level hangers, or if it's the same. Because I think you would have a really hard time unless you had a high leveled hanger on extermination though. But yeah, I guess they've nerfed the prizes. I don't really do the extermination too much. But a lot of people have been complaining about that. Now, I did see a couple people saying it sucks that they nerfed the prizes, but they're saying there's some other reasons that the extermination mode is improved. I can't remember what their thinking was of why it was made better, but I've heard a lot of people complaining about nerfing the prizes. So I don't know what's going on with that. Like, if that's upset you, I apologize. Unfortunately, Pixonic kind of does what they do. They do their thing, and, we kind of got to deal with it. Like, there's quite a few things about this game that I really, really love. And there's a lot of things that they've done over the years that I wish they hadn't have done, or I wish they would do differently. But unfortunately, you kind of just have to get used to. They're going to do what they're going to do. You eventually get used to things being nerfed and things being buffed and changed. And I've just gotten used to it over all the years. I mean, I kind of wish they would just leave things as they are sometimes, but it's just something where if you want to continue to play the game, you kind of have to deal with that, unfortunately. TW says, what about Bedware? Bedware is an awesome Titan. I mean, you can throw just about anything on there. You can play it with Sonic weapons, you can play it with Mahavajras, you can play with the new flamethrowers. I mean, there's a lot of good choices. I mean, I've even played it with the old school machine guns, and it did okay. It wasn't great. Those weapons are just kind of so-so. But even the starter machine guns did pretty decent on the Bedware. Now, I think you'd be fine with any of those weapons, honestly. I don't know if that answered your question. I'm guessing there was more to the question than that. Maybe I missed part of it. I'm not sure. Brady White says beacons are overrated. This is a brawler's game. Beacons are overrated? How are you going to win beacon games, my friend? Alright, Dark says, are the luchador rumors true? Not that I know of. Alright, there's a lot of people who have been saying that the luchador is getting nerfed. They've been saying that for a couple of months now. I've been hearing it over and over and over. And I've never heard Pixonic say anything that makes me believe this is true. I think this is people just making a rumor. It's not the luchador that's strong. If you like yesterday, I took in my luchador. I did not put any Titan repair amplifiers on it, and my luchador was obliterated in about 3 seconds. I had to change my modules back to the repair amplifiers. It's not the luchador that's strong, it's those modules. Those modules are making it strong. The luchador without the modules is just as weak as anything else. So I don't think they're going to be nerfing a luchador, honestly. Ed says, does the game have customer service besides automated messages? Alright, so the last 2 times I have contacted game support, they've never gotten back to me. And I've actually just complained to Pixonic about this because even though I'm affiliated with Pixonic and I can talk to some of the community managers and stuff, if I'm having any type of game problems, I actually have to contact game support myself to deal with it. And the last 2 times I've contacted game support, I sent in a message. 2 weeks later, I got a message back saying, sorry, we haven't got to your message thing, but we haven't heard from you in a while, so we're just going to go ahead and close your ticket. And it's like, you're telling me that you haven't had time to reply to my ticket, but you're going to close it? You're going to close my ticket because you didn't have time to reply to it yet? Actually, I think the last 3 times it's been that same crap. So I don't know what's going on with the support, but right now it seems to be terrible. Game support seems to be awful. So I am very unhappy with the current game support. I don't know what the heck they're doing, but yeah, it seems really bad right now. Archangel says, Danny, I have a serious problem. Many beginners are getting hurricanes and they are just destroying everyone. So hurricanes are kind of weak weapons in general. To me, it sounds like maybe you need to level your robots up more, because if the hurricanes are killing your robots quickly, you probably need to level up your robots. Hurricanes, in my opinion, are very weak. Nobody really plays them in Champion League because they barely do any damage compared to other weapons. The only thing they really have going for them is the fact that they've got decent range they can lob over top of stuff. But my guess is you need to upgrade your robots more. Maybe get some pilot skills with some durability pilot skills on there. I mean, throw a pilot on there and throw armor expert on it. That'll make a huge difference. Like, everybody should have armor expert and roadhog. Those are the first 2 skills you should put on every robot. And, you know, you can always, even if you can't afford to get better modules yet, take the basic durability modules that the robots come with and upgrade those. They'll at least give you a little bit of durability. Or maybe spend some gold and run a level 1 heavy armor kit. I mean, that's better than nothing. But those are actually pretty weak weapons overall. Now, maybe if there was maybe if you went into a team deathmatch and all 6 players were lobbing those, maybe that would be a problem, but they're just not great weapons overall. I mean, unfortunately, that's about the best advice I can give you. I believe all weapons are available for anybody in any league. You know, if somebody spends money or opens the data pads or whatever, or opens some crates and that's what comes out, they can play them. So I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. All right, so Dark says Manny said they were looching the looching the Nerfador. Nerfing the luchador. Yeah, I don't know, buddy. I don't know where he got that from. I have no idea, but I haven't heard anything about it that makes me think that's true. Luching the Nerfador. I don't know if that's just misspeaking or if that's part of being dyslexic right there, but what's up, comment? How you doing today? Sometimes I read things backwards. Sometimes I say things backwards. Portugal, what's going on? Hey, Jake. Hello, hello. Hey, Jake says they're doing up to 150 to 200,000 damage a hit. No way. Hold on a second. Let me log onto my game and look at how much damage those are supposed to do. Did they buff those or something? Let me log on and take a look. I don't think they do that much damage. They can't do that much damage. If they do, that would be pretty crazy. Let's find out. I wonder if they buffed them. I'm going to have to try those again and see what they're currently doing. But I'm going to look at what a set of, I don't know if mine are Mark II or Mark III, but I'm going to figure out how much damage those do. My gosh, it's crazy windy outside. Sounds like there's a darn tornado out there. That is scary. Wow. Hold on, let me look at my phone. I want to make sure there's not a tornado out there. That is just constant freight train sound. Hold on. Where is the weather app? Hold on. I want to make sure I'm not about to die here. Wind advisory. Okay, there's no tornado warning or anything, just a wind advisory. Okay. That is scary. We actually had a tornado in our neighborhood. It tore up some of the neighbors' houses. It went over top of our house. And we were out of power for like 2 weeks after that. And ever since then, every time it gets windy, I freak out. It scares the crap out of me. Scares the crap out of me every time it's windy since we had the tornado. Before that, it never really bothered me too much, but all right, let me look up these hurricanes. I believe those are medium weapons. Let me see what these things are currently doing. So I've got some hurricanes that are level 8 Mark II. It says they do 3,480 damage. So I guess that's per missile. So 3,480 damage. I don't think they're doing 300,000 damage. How many missiles do they shoot? I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, they got 1,100 meter range, which is crazy, but they're overall kind of weak on the damage from what I'm seeing. So if they were actually doing 200,000 or 300,000 damage, that would be insane. I think everybody would probably be playing them. They might be doing like 20 or 30,000 damage maybe, but I don't think they're doing like 200,000 or 300,000. So that kind of looks weak to me. All right, RH Pikachu, what's going on, my friend? Awesome to see you, bud. How you doing today? See a couple of my clan mates are here. Nice to have you guys. Let's go. What's up? Nice to see ya. All right, so Scott Eric says he likes the idea of luching the Nerfador. Bellsprout, hey. Yeah, thanks for coming out, everybody. You guys are awesome. If I miss anybody's comments, I'm sorry. I try to read through all the comments and, sometimes the thing scrolls down while I'm currently talking about something else. Mech says, I have a Hurricane Fujin and it's starting to do good damage. So do you think they buffed the hurricanes? I don't remember those to be on the list of things getting buffed, but When I play them, they feel like they do very little. So I've always, I played them for a few games, took them off. Next time I tried them, same thing. After a couple games, I was just like, nah, these aren't doing it for me. Zai Zugan, hello, hello. All right. Tommy, what's going on? Nice to see ya. But yeah, I mean, I don't really think they're gonna nerf the Luchador, guys. It's so squishy. If you take the modules off of it, even with the full maxed out pilot, it's still squishy. What they need to do, the problem is, I think those repair amplifiers are broken. The Titan repair amplifiers stack in a way they're not supposed to. I feel like the Titan repair amplifiers are bugged. And if you can run 4 of those, on any Titan, or even 3 of those, that Titan becomes almost unkillable. And then you throw that new mothership on top of it. If you get the Avalon mothership and Titan repair amplifiers, it makes almost anything next to invincible. There's some sort of bug going on between that mothership and the repair amps. The repair amps stack when they're not supposed to, and then you add that ship on top of it and things get crazy. So it's not really, I don't think it's really the Luchador is unkillable. I think there's some things on it that are bugged that are making it unkillable. That's how I'm seeing it. So you just never know what they're going to do, though. I mean, nothing's safe from being rebalanced. They could rebalance anything at any time. I mean, sometimes we're lucky and they make something better. Sometimes they take something and make it worse. You just never know. Friend says, I hate when the Lynx becomes more tanky than my level 9 invader. Alright, so the thing with the Lynx is it has a defense system. You gotta take down the defense system on the Lynx. Once you remove the defense system, the Lynx isn't that strong. So that's the thing. Once that goes down, it turns into Mr. Squishy. But before you take down the defense system, the Lynx is very hard to kill. AK says, Danny, can you give D-gems away? Not unless I expend a whole bunch of real money that I don't have to spend. So no, can't give away D-gems. Like any YouTuber that's giving out D-gems is able to afford to buy those with their real money and then send it over to people. So for example, I get close to 200,000 views a month on this channel, and usually it makes somewhere around $300 or $350. So we don't make a lot of money doing YouTube, guys. YouTube, you gotta be like Mr. Beast, getting like millions of views to make real money off of YouTube. But for years, and I mean, there was a time, the first probably 3 years I did this channel, it usually made between 200 and 250 bucks a month. Now it's usually making somewhere between like $350. Every once in a while I might make a little more, but yeah, YouTube does not pay very much. Ron says, can you give gaming tablets away? Dear Lord, sir, do you think I'm rich? Do you think I'm Bill Gates or Elon Musk, my friend? I'd give away some crap sandwiches. That's all I can afford to give out, are some crap sandwiches. If I were like filthy rich, man, I would give all kinds of stuff away, but unfortunately, you know, I make very little money. I'm disabled and I don't make much money, so. Yeah, the Lynx, those robots that have defense systems like Lynx and Nether, they turn like a pink color when their defense system goes down. So yeah, thank you for, who just said that? Somebody just said that. I lost the comment. Whoever that was, thank you. Daniel Sykes. Yeah, thanks, buddy. That's a good point. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, that's how you know when its defense system is dropped. Arturo says Titans are dropping way too fast. Yeah, there's two things. There's certain weapons, like if I put electric weapons on an Ochikochi, I run into a group of 3 or 4 enemies and I zap like several of them at one time, I can have that Titan ready in 20 to 30 seconds and drop it. There's also some sort of intentional glitch people can use to make that happen with some crazy deal that they're doing with pilot skills. Some big mess, but yeah, that's something. I think there should be a time limit on when you can drop your Titan. Like, I don't think you should be able to drop a Titan until at least like 5 or 6 minutes into the game. I mean, people dropping these Titans in the first minute, that sucks. That sucks. Do I think there should be a Titan-only game mode? No, because you would have to have, I guess that means you would have to have like 5 or 6 Titans all set up and ready to go. The average person could probably never afford that. Now, unless they supplied you with the Titans, but they are making a Warrobots Classic mode. I don't know if you guys saw my last video, but I guess there's going to be a new mode coming out. So for some reason, I haven't been able to get it on the test server yet. I've been able to get all the other modes that I don't care about, but I guess there's going to be no pilots, no modules, well, there might be modules, but they're basically going to be taking away Titans, pilots. They're going to be taking away drones. That mode's just going to be bare bones like it used to be back in the day, as far as I understand. Like I said, I actually didn't get to play it. I didn't watch anybody's videos on it, but that's going to be really cool when we have a classic mode. I hope it's actually going to be good and not some sort of lame thing, but when I got on the test server, the only thing available was a one-on-one duel, and that was really, really boring. You're playing one-on-one on a giant-sized map. They should make a little teeny map for one-on-one duels, because you just drop in against some guy who's going to hide and camp half the time. It's just like, nobody's going to want to play that game if that's the way it is. What weapons are a good Lynx counter? Alright, so I don't think there's any particular weapon that's necessarily good against the Lynx itself, but I think Magnetars and Pulsars are nice because you can lock the Lynx down. So Lynx has to get within a certain distance of you in order to use the Executioner and kill you really fast, so something like that does nice damage and locks people down is good against the Lynx, as long as you can lock them down. Now with that new mothership, you might not be able to lock those things down. I think Redeemers are good for fighting against the Lynx. I think the radiation weapons like the Blights and Decays are good. The electronic weapons, the new electric weapons, like the Fang Bows, will just obliterate a Lynx pretty fast. But, I mean, any good weapon that puts out a nice amount of damage will take its defense system down kind of quick. But it's actually better if you have 2 to 3 people working together to kill a Lynx, because, you know, sometimes you take the defense system down and then you run out of ammo. So if you have a couple of people shooting it, you're almost guaranteed to kill it pretty quickly. Alright, so Bellsprout wants to see an April Fool's event where all the robots are buffed. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of April Fool stuff, so I say no thank you. That would just be a cruel joke. Epic Gamer says, Danny, here's a question. If you had no Titan repair amplifiers, which Titan would be better? Rook or Luchador? I don't know. I think I would rather play the Rook myself. Problem with the Rook is the new Titan flamethrowers will go right through its shield. But I would rather play the Rook over the Luchador if there were no Titan repair amplifiers, because I think the Rook is overall better unless you're being shot by flamethrowers. Kron says, I love the classic mode. What's up, Sid? How you doing? I'm reading up through the chat. Hold on a second. Mech. A Phoenix Aether. What is that? A Phoenix Aether. I'm not really sure what that is, Mech. Aether is definitely fun to play. Alright, so Saint says, why is Dagon so good and how to counter? Alright, so you need to take its shield down. It's a very squishy, easy to kill robot when it doesn't have a shield. If you use a shield breaker, you will kill a Dagon almost instantly. Or if you can run inside of its shield and shoot it inside of its shield. I can't remember if you can get inside of its shield or not. Some robots have the advanced ages where you cannot get inside of the shield because they're so close around the robot. I think you can get inside of a shield though. I'm not sure if you can or not, but you got to get that shield down. But what makes that thing so hard to kill is it's got a very beefy shield that recharges very quickly. So that's the thing, man. It's another one of those deals where if you have two people who can shoot it at the same time, it's a lot easier to take down. But one-on-one, it's a major pain because by the time you take the shield down, you get a couple shots in on it. Then you have to reload, and then the shield recharges, and then it takes a while to kill those things one-on-one. But if 2 or 3 people can shoot at it, it'll go down really fast. Or if you have a shield breaker, if you have a way to get bypass that shield, you can kill those Dagons quickly. Sam says, how much prison time is P Daddy gonna get? Well, if he's done all the stuff people are saying, I say life. Throw that guy away for life. Get him off the streets. We don't need people like that. Next is what? Haruna Aether bird theme. I do not follow, my friend. Holy crap, who is this? Honey on pause? Are you still an underwear model? Alright, so you're a moderator on my channel, but I'm not who is this? Somebody must have recently changed their name. Underwear model. I don't think I was ever an underwear model. I have no idea who this is. Who is Honey on Pause? I'm confused. Oh, okay. It's Big Daddy. Gotcha. Yeah, I think his daughter took over his YouTube account and changed his name, so. I'm confused. I'm like, huh. This is weird. Now that makes sense. Alright. I actually applied to be a model once and they said, oh, you're too short. They wanted you to be like 6'2" in order to be a model. I actually seriously did try to be a model once, but yeah, they said you got to be like 6'2" or something. There was actually a height limit. And I think, well, that's crappy because it paid really good, you know. It was a really good paying job. But I guess they basically wanted you to fit the clothes. Like they weren't willing to like make the clothes in your size. I guess they already had the clothes and you had to fit the clothes that they, I don't know, kind of weird. But I was trying to get a job to model stuff for like the JCPenney catalog once back in the day when I was like 19 or 20 years old. That'd have been pretty awesome. Edward says, not playing as much, very busy with work. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Sometimes you get busy, but you know, your real life stuff usually needs to come before games. Ron says, Titan flamethrowers go through everything. Just about. They're crazy. What's up, Ed? How you doing today? Nice to see ya. Next says, Titan flamethrowers can damage enemies through TDM barricades if the enemy stands really close. Yeah, I think what it is they have a little bit of splash damage. So the splash damage can kind of get you around certain things. So if you're standing in the wrong spot, those flamethrowers can kill you through certain barricades or certain little foundations. So if you notice you're getting hit by those, if you're behind something and you're being hit by those flamethrowers, you need to probably move over slightly or move slightly back from the thing. It's kind of a weird deal, but... Alright, Epic Gamer says, what do you think about a capture the flag game mode on long maps only? I actually, I don't know if you guys remember, there was another YouTuber. Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart. What's his name? I know him very well. How did I forget his name? I don't think he's doing YouTube anymore. Danny, you dummy, how do you forget somebody's name? Oh my god. Anyways, me and another YouTuber who used to do YouTube, he kind of had this cool idea for like a capture the flag mode, and me and him got to talking about it, and we had this really cool idea where it was like a kind of a mix between like American football and capture the flag, where like a crystal would drop on the ground and the robots would have to get it, and you'd have to try and like run the crystal into a goal or something. I don't know, we had this whole big plan, and I kind of tried to pitch that idea to Pixonic, but they never made the game mode. It was probably too complicated, but something like that would be kind of cool. But something like that would be kind of fun, I think. Alright, so Nita says, why do so many people use Avoras? Alright, so those weapons have been out for quite a long time and they're still very good. Those are still nice performing weapons, and a lot of people have them, so that's why you see them all over the place. There's not a lot of... The one thing that sucks about Titan weapons is when they nerf Titan weapons, a lot of them aren't really worth using anymore. So there's only a couple of Titan weapons that are actually good. Like right now, the Avora and Veyrons are good. The Maha Vajras are good. Those freezing rockets are okay if you don't mind a really long reload time. And the flamethrowers are good. Those are really about the only Titan weapons that I like. Now, if I were gonna put up a Aether, I would still probably put the Lance and Glaive on there. Those still work really good on the Aether. You can use something like Pantagruels and Gargantua for the healing, but you're not going to do a whole lot of damage to the enemy. So those are good support robots if you're, trying to keep your or support weapons if you're trying to keep your robot alive. Like if you drop in a bed where and you're just trying to shield people and you want it to stay alive as long as possible, those healing weapons are a great choice. You're not going to do much damage, but you can support your teammates with it. But generally, those are the Avoras, the Maha Vajras, and the new flamethrowers are the three best sets of weapons in the game at the moment. YFS, you out of here? Alright, have a great day. Says good night. I guess you're going to bed, so I hope you sleep well. Hey Zeus, how's it going? Me, what's up, me? How are you today? Alright, so yeah, if you guys got some game questions, get them on in there. We are here to answer your questions for the next 30 minutes or so. No, it wasn't Chief. It wasn't Chief. What was that guy's name? My god, I can't believe I've forgotten. He used to come to our voice chat and hang out with us sometimes. I don't think he liked me very much, but... What was his name? I think he got mad at me once, and then he didn't like me much after that, but... What was that kid's name? Gosh dang it, I forget. Oh well. I have a really, really terrible memory, unfortunately. When is the giveaway? The giveaway ends on March 31st, so we still got, what, another week or so? Something like that. Probably about another week till it ends, so sometime after that. Yeah, Titan Bendy Bullets are awesome. What's up, Ned? Dad says, I forgot the pet name I gave my wife years ago. Caught more flies than a fly swatter with that one. She never let me forget it. Oh, man. I wish my memory used to be really, really, really good. I still remember things that are like super important, but just like if it's not crazy important, I forget about it. Ron says, I have one bendy bullet weapon. Mech, your membership message actually did pop up, buddy. Mech says, 6 months, wow. Whatever Aether is a special edition Aether with the Titan Flames. I gave it the nickname of Phoenix. Ah, gotcha. That makes sense, actually. Yeah, thank you for being a channel member as well. Yeah, I kind of jump up and down on these messages because I kind of scroll down and I scroll back up and scroll back down because sometimes I miss stuff, but what is Bastion? So Bastion was actually the original, what's that robot called? Ragin. The original Ragin. So Ragin on the test server was actually called the Bastion. And they decided they wanted to go with a different design and different name. So when it went live, it was the Ragin. So eventually they put the Bastion into the PvE mode, the extermination. So it's just a big monster robot you got to kill in the extermination mode. But yeah, it was actually the original design for the Ragin. But there was a rumor for years and years and years that Bastion was going to turn into a Titan, and it never did. But eventually they did add it to the extermination player versus game mode. Portugal says, how do you buy the weapons that are not in the store like the Titan flamethrowers? Alright, so this one is easy. Sort of. Not really, but kind of. You gotta go buy those special Titan data pads from the daily deals and open those, and you might get a Titan, you might get a weapon, you might get a pilot. You gotta play the slot machine, right? You gotta buy the special data pad and play the slot machine to win those new weapons and the new Titan. No, it wasn't Islander, guys. Not Islander. Danny, did you take out the giant spider easily? I haven't played it recently. I don't normally play the player versus player mode because I'm very busy. I got 2 gaming channels and an audio channel. I spend about 15 hours a day just doing the stuff for the YouTube channel. So usually in the evening, you know, I try and relax. I get on and play War Robots with my clan for an hour or 2 every evening, and the rest of the day I'm pretty much busy just doing stuff for the YouTube channel. So it's a very time consuming thing. I mean, like the other day, I mean, the last couple of days, I've had I woke up and there's been 300, 400, 500, 600 new comments on just this YouTube channel that I got to go through and try and find everybody's stuff. It gets crazy. But I spend, 2 to 3 hours a day live streaming. I spend about 4 hours every morning putting together 2 videos for 2 channels. Then I got the 2 to 3 hour live stream on top of that. Then I spend 2, 3, 4 hours answering questions. Then throughout the day, I got to record more game footage for the 2 gaming channels. I mean, it's pretty time consuming. It's a very time consuming deal. Fun, but man, it takes a lot of time. Sloppy Skyrose. The dating pads. I'm already married. Alright, I guess he's dating the data pads. Alright. Well, that's crazy. Dad says, could it be Zox? No, it wasn't Zox. It was one of the YouTubers that used to be one of like part of the Pixonic program. How did I forget his name, man? I still can't believe it. I know his name. He was the guy that made the most amazing thumbnails for his videos. Oh, I don't know, man. He made great thumbnails. He made really, really good thumbnails for his videos. If somebody says his name, I'll know it, but I just can't remember. I can't believe I don't know. I just can't believe I forgot the guy's name. I mean, I knew him well enough that I shouldn't forget his name. It is what it is, though. Alright, so Epic Gamer said he's been playing a lot of War Robots Dating Simulator lately. And he's currently falling in love with the Fenrir, and they're about to have babies. Alright, cool. Ed says, sucks to keep winning the same useless junk over and over. Like winning Dread Crap Mothership again and again. Yeah, it does kind of suck when you get, I don't know. I mean, I guess you're talking about opening the little key crates, right? Unfortunately, that's the way the game's set up. It's a slot machine type of deal. But you do get stuff like that. But, you know, it is what it is. Epic Gamer says, completely not what I said. Are you sure? He did say something about a War Robots dating simulator. So I ran with it. Ron says, you will definitely get one of the nerf useless weapons when trying to get the Titan weapons. What all is in there? Let's take a look. What's currently in those Titan data pads? Hold on a second. Oh, I think I closed the game. Let me open the game again and try and look. I don't know if I have one of those to look at. Maybe I do. We'll find out. Let me log on the Battle Rec account. It's probably got a couple of those Titan data pads on it. But yeah, I think one of the reasons a lot of YouTubers don't answer comments is they get hundreds or thousands of comments coming in. And it takes hours out of your day to answer those comments. I mean, I got 2 channels, you know. I mean, I can't imagine like what a really big, imagine what a YouTuber that's getting like millions of views per video, like those really huge YouTubers. Imagine how many comments they must get per day. I can't even imagine. I bet they get like thousands. They probably get like 5, 10, 20, 30,000 comments a day coming in. It would be impossible to keep up with that. So I know a lot of people get mad if YouTubers don't answer their comments, but some of them can't, even if they wanted to. They would have to hire like a team of people just to like sit there. And they would have to hire a team of people to sit there and reply to comments for them, I think. All right, let's take a look and see what's currently in the Titan data pads. Let me see if there's any in the daily deals. We can take a look at what's in them from there. So resources, I think that's where it's at, right? Oh, nope. It's under equipment. Okay, hold on. No, event. It's on the event tab. All right, so there's blue ones. Where are the Titan ones? There we go. The vault data pads are the ones for the Titan. So it's currently got the bedware, the flamethrowers, and the Titan pilot for the bedware. So currently there's only 4 things in there. I mean, you could get, the sad thing is you could open 4 of those and get 4 of the pilot. So you could get 4 of the pilot. I don't know. That's the problem. You're not guaranteed to open it 4 times and get 1 of each. So that's the one thing about the data pads that I don't like. Mad, no, it wasn't Chris, anybody. Ecstasy or Heimdall. I think that's a typo. Pretty sure. Beck says the ECU can block the Huracan. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I haven't played those in a long time. Other wants to know if there's an ultimate Cossack coming up. Not that I know of. But I would not be surprised. Mech, what are you talking about Mini Luchador coming out? I don't know what you're talking about. A Mini Luchador? Is this a joke or is there really a Mini Luchador coming out? I haven't seen anything about it. Now, I do remember the first time I saw a shell. I got on a test server and there was a shell on there. I was like, what is this? It's a miniature Arthur. Turns out it was a shell robot. Well, I haven't heard anything about a Mini Luchador. That would be crazy if there was actually a Mini Luchador. Daniel Sykes says, good point. That's too many people to reply to. Yeah, I mean, for me having 2 channels, I mean, sometimes I wake up and I get 200 or 300 comments on one channel. I might have 50 or 100 or 300 comments on the other channel. I mean, that takes me 3 to 4 hours a day to go through all those. So, yeah. I can't imagine how long it would take a big channel to go through them. Me says it's a new robot concept, I think. I haven't seen anything about it. Yeah, Ultimate Kid, that'll probably come out eventually. I don't know how to say your name. Priya Siri says he is telling the truth. The Mini Luchador. Where did you guys see this? Where did you guys see a Mini Luchador? Hold on. I have a special place that I can look to find out about new things being leaked into the game. Let me go look there and see if they posted anything about a Mini Luchador. Open Discord. All right. New stuff, other stuff. All right, that's just talking about some pilots. Oh, there's going to be a pilot coming out for the Strider, I think. A new pilot for the Behemoth coming out. I don't see anything about a Mini Luchador in here, though. So yeah, it looks like they might be coming out with a new Strider pilot called Kirk's Cider. What does it do? It doesn't say. Something about activating the miniature weapon. I don't know. Huh. Yeah. I see nothing about a Mini Luchador. That would be crazy, though. So you guys saw the Mini Luchador on the scavenger hunt thing? Huh. Alright, so I see somebody saying, somebody please donate me a bunch of gold. So just so you know, no players can send other players other stuff. So there's no possible way for somebody just to send you a bunch of gold. It is not possible. Just a Pyromaniac, how's it going? Nice to see ya. Ed says Thanos' ability would be awesome on campers. That's basically like just getting a tactical nuke or something. Yasmin says your angler strong mine one-shot kill. Alright, so any game footage you see on my channel is kind of an old one, but Like when I'm doing the question and answers, I can't play and answer all the questions at the same time, so I just play some old school game footage from who knows how long ago during the question and answer streams. So that's some old school stuff right there. But Angler is actually quite good. It's very slow now, but it's a good robot. You got to build it up enough. A typical, what's up, buddy? Unfortunately, I don't know what you just said there. The YouTube on the PC doesn't give us a translator, so I don't know what you said, but thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. You still can't get your account? That sucks, buddy. That really sucks. Daniel said it's called a Raptor. I saw it on Predator's channel. Maybe it was on the test server. I didn't look at the Titans available on the test. Oh wait, you said it's on a, I don't know, man. Never mind. It wasn't a Titan. It's a mini luchador. Yeah, I don't know. Crazy. I don't know where he got that info from. Big Danny says that's the new robot coming out. It jumps like the luchador. Yeah, I haven't seen or heard anything about it yet. Crazy. Dad says if you recall, the Strider used to have longer dashes. You know what? I think all the robots used to dash further. When War Robots Remastered came out, all the dash bots seemed to have like half the dash that they used to. Like the Kumo used to have this nice long dash. Strider had a nice long dash. Like all those robots. Now it's just this little teeny crappy dash. So Remastered came out and it nerfed the dash on all of those robots, which sucked. I think the only one that still has a good dash now is the Nether. But yeah, I mean, the dash robots used to be fun because they would really dash far. I don't know if you can still do super dashes, but if you jumped off of a cliff, like when you're going off of a ledge, if you hit the dash at just the right time, the robot would shoot across the map. I don't know if that still works or not. Yeah, Pyro Man, I hope you can get your account back. So what you said you kind of logged on one day and it was just erased, right? That's what happened, isn't it? I think that's what you said. It seems like it's taking the game support forever to get back to people these days. Epic says Strider can still super dash with the jump module. Huh. Interesting. I was never, ever, ever, ever a good Strider pilot. Like, I've never had one good game with that robot. Even when it was a new robot, I could not play the Strider. Now, I love the Kumo. Kumo was my favorite out of the old school dash robots. I actually had that in on a live stream a couple of weeks ago and played it. It was fun. It actually did way better than expected. Art says, hey Danny, imagine 6 kids targeting a Bronze League player's Fury. I don't think the Fury would last very long. Dark says, Eiffel has an OP dash ability. Yes, it does, actually. Dark says, in-game support is non-existent. It doesn't seem to be very good these days, I will say that. Petrov, what's up, buddy? He says, Predator had a 10-second clip of the new robot. Huh. I wonder where he got that from. Weird. WR Monster, how's it going? So I officially hit 50,000 subscribers on CSR2. Nice, nice. I hit 40,000 on this channel recently and 50,000 on the other channel. That's awesome. True Gamer, how's it going? Alright, so we only got about 10 more minutes left on the live stream, guys. We got about 10 more minutes. So if you guys got any last minute questions, get them on in there. My throat's kind of sore today, so I'm actually happy the stream's ending because I would kind of like to stop talking because my voice is getting kind of hoarse. True Gamer says, thanks for the giveaway. Nice, nice. Congratulations. Then the message disappeared, so. WR Monster says, Geopard is crap. Yeah, it's not a very good little robot. I mean, I guess if you just started the game, it would be okay, but it's just like a little starter robot. What's my favorite coffee? I don't really have a favorite coffee. To me, coffee is coffee. It all tastes about the same. I just normally drink Folgers, honestly. Dark said, my throat is sore too. I got sick because of the pollen. I feel like crap. Oh, you got allergies? Yeah, I got really bad allergies as well. Allergies are no fun, but it happened. But yeah, True Gamer, congratulations on winning the last giveaway, buddy. That's awesome. Hope you enjoy that thing. Rua, I really don't know how to say that. Roya says, guys, like the stream. Thank you. Definitely hit that like button. I would appreciate that big time. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Yeah. That's my jingle. Alright, so Epic wants to know, do you think Pixonic should allow you to upgrade 3 items at one time instead of 1? Epic Gamer, here's my question to you. Can you afford to upgrade 3 items at one time? It would be cool, but I don't think most players could afford it unless they've been playing for a really long time. Like, some of us who have been playing for like 5, 6, 10 years have a bunch of silver saved up, but I don't think your average player does. Your average player, like, by the time they do one upgrade, they're broke, and then they have to save up for the next upgrade. So it would be great for some of the seasoned players, but I don't know if that would work well for the new players, but it would be nice, I guess. So Epic says yes. His answer would be yes, you can afford to do more. But here's the way I look at it. Normally when I do an upgrade, I use gold to finish it. So I used to buy a lot of gold, right? I used to go in there and I would buy those packs where you'd get 60,000 gold for like $6 or $4 or whatever it is. I haven't seen those deals that good, but I still see like 40,000 gold for $6. So, you know, if you buy a couple of those cheap gold packs, you can spend like 10, 20 bucks. Every time you do an upgrade, you just hit your gold and finish it right then and there. And then you don't have to worry about whatever. So if you spend a few bucks, you can upgrade as many things as you want if you have the resources. But it would be kind of a cool idea to let people do more than one thing at a time. Alright, so Thomas, thank you so much for being a channel member. And he says, will radiation weapons work with the Fenrir? Definitely. They're a little bit hard to aim up close, but they're great weapons to brawl with. They're great weapons to fight with from a distance. They do a lot of damage, but they are harder to use at close distance. So if you're brawling with somebody, you got to be really, really good with your aim when running those. But yeah, I put them on the Fenrir sometimes and I play it and I really enjoy it. Even if I have to brawl with them, I can. So I think those weapons will work well on just about anything. You just have to be on top of your aim is all. Just Pyro had a horrible allergy thing a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that does suck, my friend. I guess it would be nice if you could upgrade 3, 4, 5 items at once. That would be nice. So True Gamer got an Ocho from the data pads. Cool, cool. I like the Ochos. You know, they're still really good. I don't know if they're planning on nerfing it again, but as of right now, it's still a very good robot. Next says it would help upgrading low level stuff and bots, also letting you upgrade high levels. Edward says, same here. I don't want for upgrades and use gold. I don't wait for upgrades and use gold. Yeah, I noticed my voice is getting quieter and quieter, so the sore throat's messing with me today, guys. We got a couple minutes left on this stream. Hopefully I don't lose my voice before the next stream, I'll tell you. I don't really lose my voice often, but I feel like I'm pretty close to it right now. What's up, Brandon? How you doing today? Daniel Sykes says, yeah, I think it should just be instantly upgraded like Titans. That would be great, actually. I would love that. Next is I would be able to level all my Hurricanes on the Fusion at once. Antos has never had anything for free. Babora says, hi, the sniper review was awesome. Which is better, silent or open buffs, nerfs? Hope you better soon. Thank you. Alright, so personally, I think if they're going to change something, they should let us know about it. You don't want to just grab a weapon one day and be like, hey, what happened? So, if they are going to nerf things, I do personally think they should tell us about it. I think people get more upset about the silent nerf, so every once in a while they do change something. We don't know if it's intentionally or unintentionally. Maybe some things get like changed on new updates with new coding, and maybe they don't mean to do some of it, but I do notice there's times where they never announced the nerf or a buff, and you grab something and all of a sudden you're like, hey, this feels way better than it used to, or it feels like crap, and you're like, what happened? You know? But I do think they should probably tell us about it. True Gamer says drink some water. Yeah, I'm definitely going to drink some. I think I'm going to have some salt water, actually. I was reading the other day that putting some, like a couple, like 2 teaspoons of salt in your water is great for like sore throats, or, you know, if you have sinus problems. Like the salt will dry out certain like bacterias and things that do stuff that you don't want. I wish I remembered how they put it exactly. But yeah, I kind of have a quiet voice to begin with. Like I don't speak really loud. My voice is overall kind of quiet. But right now I feel like I'm talking super quiet. Like I can't project my voice like normal right now. It's not coming out. Dad says, even though Larry's been nerfed. Oh, the Labras has been nerfed. Yeah, those grenade launchers got nerfed, and they're still pretty good. I still played them. Like, I did a whole live stream with those after the nerf, and I thought they did great still. I mean, they weren't, like, crazy powerful or anything, but they were still very usable. Alright, so it's $3.50 for 9,000 memoriam good. I mean, I think, if I remember correctly, it takes about 8,000 memoriam to level up a pilot. That's from start to finish, choosing all your skills, boosting it. And I think it was around 18,000 to max out a Titan pilot. So I mean, honestly, that's like $3.50 to max out a regular robots pilot. So that's not horrible, right? That's not bad. I would say that's a good deal. I think the memoriam prices are pretty cheap. The one thing I think that's really overpriced though are the prices to get the microchips to level up your drones. I haven't looked at that lately, but it used to be about $50 to level up a drone. I wouldn't mind spending like $5 or $10 occasionally to level up a pilot or a drone or something, but $50, man, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money right there. Mitos. So generally, you know, I've got a lot of drones in my hangar that I would really like to level up, but every 2 months or so, I seem to earn enough to level up one drone. So about every 2 months, I can level up a drone. And I don't think we have any lemons. That sounds pretty good, though. I should get some lemons and make my own fake lemonade. Alright guys, our stream times is up. My hoarse voice, yeah, my throat's really starting to hurt, so usually Usually I wish I would stream longer some days, but right now I'm just like, I need to end this thing before my voice craps out on me. Thank you guys so much for coming out. You guys are amazing. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go have myself a nice glass of salt water. So maybe that'll help. I don't know. Lemons does sound good. If I had some, I'd try it out. Anyways, guys, let me go and put the ending thing up. I do appreciate everybody for coming out to the streams. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody's questions. If I did, I'm sorry. It's not easy to catch every one of the comments because, you know, there's a lot of people commenting and some answers take a little while to answer. I don't know, but I try to catch as many of your guys' comments as possible. Thank you guys for watching my videos and hanging out with me on the streams and all that good stuff. You guys are super amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you a lot. I'll be back for time drops on Wednesday, I think, or is it Thursday? Thursday. I'll be back for a time drop stream on Thursday and another gameplay stream on Saturday. Hope to see you guys there. Have an awesome day, and we will catch you next time, all right? See you guys. Thanks. Take care. I can't find the thing. My stream is stuck. Where's the darn thing? Oh, no wonder. Now I figured it out. Okay. Catch you guys later.